EC forms enforcement team for Sungai Kandis by-election. Tighter laws to prevent infant deaths due to negligence. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Adrian Seat. The Election Commission, or EC, has formed an enforcement team to monitor activities during the two-week campaign period for the Sungai Kandis by-election. According to EC Deputy Chairman Tan Sri Othman Mahmud, the contesting candidates have to abide by Section 27B of the Election Offences Act 1954. Tan Sri Othman stressed that the enforcement team can remove any negative campaign material, including that which propagates hatred and enmity amongst the people. Candidates are also required to obtain police permits to organise rallies or ceramas during the campaign period.
Apa-apa bahan kempen yang boleh digunakan seperti iklan, surat sebaran, pelekat dan poster hendaklah mengandungi nama dan alamat pencetak dan penerbitnya, kecuali bendera, poster simbol parti dan gambar pemimpin parti atau calon yang bertanding.
Speaking to the media after the nomination process of the Sungai Kandis by-election today, Tan Sri Othman said the EC expects an 80% voter turnout. This is following the extra 30 minutes added to the normal voting period time frame, which will be from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The Sungai Kandis state by-election on August the 4th is witnessing a three-cornered fight between PKR, BN and an independent candidate. PKR's Muhammad Zawawi Ahmad Mughni will be going up against BN's Datuk Luqman Nur Adam, who is also an UMNO Supreme Council member, with independent K. Murthy as a third candidate. Meanwhile, police have issued warnings to supporters of contesting candidates against provoking tensions that could lead to untoward incidents. According to Shah Alam District Police Chief ACP Baharudin Mataib, the police will clamp down hard on those who choose to break the law during the campaign period.
Saya rasa penugasan kita amat detail, melebihi penugasan yang kita buat sebelum ini semasa PRU. So, ya, detail dan cover semua tempat, semua penugasan. Kita cukup pengalaman semasa menghadapi PRU baru ini dan kita rasa pengalaman itu kita gunakan semasa PRK N49 nanti.
Speaking to reporters after monitoring the nomination process today, ACP Baharudin said tighter controls will be exercised during this by-election compared to the recent GE14. This includes beefing up the security force with an additional 300 personnel on top of the 1,200 on the August the 4th polling day. Parti Keadilan Rakyat or PKR President Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail believes that PKR candidate Muhammad Zawawi Ahmad Mughni is the most suitable candidate to represent Pakatan Harapan or PH in the Sungai Kandis State Assembly constituency by-election for PKR on August the 4th. The PKR president said this was because Muhammad Zawawi Ahmad Mughni is already accepted as a leader by the people in the constituency.
Kita ketengahkan seorang calon yang berwibawa dan saya kira bahawa pengundi-pengundi di Sungai Kandis ini akan membuat pilihan yang tepat kerana kita
Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziza said this to reporters after attending the Sungai Kandis nomination process in Shah Alam, Selangor. The Malays should change their mindsets to deal with the physical, social, economic and political changes in the country. Commenting further on this, Sultan of Perak, Sultan Nazrin Muizzuddin Shah said he is fearful that the Malay race might one day be extinct if they fail to do so. Sultan Nazrin said Malays must be able to move forward and accept the change of a new political climate following the 14th general election. They should also work hard to make the agenda of Industrial Revolution 4.0 a success.
Orang Melayu wajib meneliti realiti semasa. Menerima hakikat bahawa wujud persekitaran baru di pentas negara dan di pentas dunia. Orang Melayu wajib mencelikkan mata, segera bangun daripada olehkan mimpi hari semalam, berani memamak realiti baru, walau sepahit mana sekalipun.
Sultan Nazrin said this at the Malam Semarak Perjuangan held in conjunction with the Tokoh Sri Kandi 2018 awards ceremony at the Istana Hotel in Kuala Lumpur. He further urged all Malays to also stay away from corruption as it is against the teachings of Islam. A special committee will be established by the Youth and Sports Ministry to refine methods in order to stop young people from migrating abroad in search of better paying jobs. Its Minister Syed Saddiq Abdul Rahman says the majority of young people are willing to move to other countries in search of better paying occupations, although most of them are employed in dangerous and risky jobs.
Perlu bantuan semua kementerian lain dan kita nak bekerjasama lah masyarakat seperti graduan yang lain yang dah pernah buat mass career fairs untuk pastikan bahawa pekerjaan yang kita dapat tawarkan bukan sahaja fokus kepada mereka di Kuala Lumpur atau Kelang Valley tetapi di seluruh pelosok Malaysia, kerana kita nak bantu mereka lepasan college vocational yang gajinya selalu 1,200 ke 1,500. Bagaimana kita nak bantu naikkan gaji atau pastikan mereka ada peluang pekerjaan yang cukupnya.
In addition, Syed Saddiq said the ministry will give a special attention to the issue in light of the increasingly high youth unemployment rate. The minister spoke after officiating the opening of the Graduan Aspire 2018, a career fair held at KLCC Convention Centre in Kuala Lumpur. The two-day career fair, which ends tomorrow, is expected to attract more than 60,000 visitors, involving 150 leading companies offering job opportunities in various fields. Just to name a few, companies such as Maybank, Axiata, Amdac, Shell, Tenaga National, Gamuda, Dell, Shopee and Traveloka will be at the fair. Syed Saddiq also received a lot of criticisms from the media in regards to the issue of his personal assistant who was accused of being rude to an officer from the Prime Minister's department during the Fight of Champions event last Saturday.
Kesilapan itu bukan biasa, tapi dia pun dah minta maaf secara terbuka. She must learn. Termasuk semua orang. Saya rasa kesilapan tu akan buat, tetapi tak boleh arrogant, kena terima kritikan tersebut dengan hati yang terbuka.
I'm sure they'll bring it to a new heights now.
Because the lack of choice and opportunity.
Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail said immediate measures are being taken to tighten laws to prevent deaths of infants due to the negligence of babysitters. Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah, who is also Women, Family and Community Development Minister, said her ministry is currently in talks with the Attorney General's chambers on the matter.
Apabila kecuaian ke apa-apa, kita mesti ketatkan undang-undang ataupun akta-akta yang ada ataupun peraturan-peraturan yang ada. Saya telah berbincang banyak kali antara perbincangannya dengan pejabat program negara. Dan dia ada memberikan saya ke apa-apa yang patut diperketatkan.
Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah told this to reporters at the Deputy Prime Minister's Hari Raya Aidilfitri open house in Kuala Lumpur today. A 10th-month-old baby boy sustained severe head injuries after he was believed to have fallen at his babysitter's house and died this morning, while another case that shook the nation was the death of 5-month-old Adam Rekal Muhammad Sufi Naif, whose body was found stuffed in his babysitter's refrigerator at a house in Batu Caves on July the 3rd. Meanwhile, the 10-month-old baby who was believed to have fallen from his cradle at a babysitter's house died around 9 a.m. after being treated for 4 days at the Sultanah Fatimah Specialist Hospital in Muar Johor. His father, Nabil Fikri Anwar, 28, announced the news today via WhatsApp and requested people to recite Al-Fatihah for his only son. Last Tuesday, the unfortunate baby, looked after by a 35-year-old female babysitter in Tangkak, was brought to the hospital after suffering a seizure. Medical reports found that there were old and new bruises on the baby's left forehead, hemorrhage in the eye and a fractured skull. The babysitter has been remanded to assist in investigations under Section 31, Subsection 1, Subsection A of the Child Act 2001. Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia or Bersatu has seen a spike in its number of members in Kelantan since Pakatan Harapan's victory in the May 9th election. To date, 40,000 people have registered as members in the state as compared to the previous 10,000 members. Vice Chairman Tan Sri Abdul Rashid Abdul Rahman said most of the new members were former UMNO members.
Siapa nak masuk jadi ahli masuk. Tak ada pemutihan, tak ada tapisan. Tapi untuk memilih jawatan kuasa yang akan datang ni hanya yang ahli sebelum 30 April, sebelum pilihan raya baru ni.
Following the party's current progress, Tan Sri Abdul Rashid is confident the party is steadily gaining the people's trust and growing stronger in Kelantan. In addition, he said even though the party failed to win any seats in the last general election in Kelantan, the party is not discouraged as he admits the party is still rather new. Coming up, 1-year grace period for black school shoes ruling. Stay with us. Welcome back. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng says he is confident that even with the adverse impact of the ongoing global trade war between the United States and China, Malaysia's gross domestic product, or GDP, will be growing by at least 5% for the next several years as Malaysia is an open and diverse economy. Speaking to reporters at the Sharia Investing Fair 2018 in Kuala Lumpur today, Lim said the government expects to hit the 5.5 to 6% GDP growth target for this year, in line with the forecast by Bank Negara Malaysia.
Saya kira ni ada itu implikasi daripada itu perang perdagangan. Saya kira ni dia tak ada implikasi, maka saya percaya untuk tahun ini tetap 5.5% kepada 6%. Tapi sekiranya itu implikasi buruk daripada itu perang perdagangan, saya rasa untuk beberapa tahun ini kita masih boleh kekal kira-kira 5% lah. Tapi kalau tidak, lagi banyak.
He added that 2018 has been a difficult year for Asian equity markets, but performance of the domestic market has been encouraging amid a sea of red ink. Lim said while the Kuala Lumpur Composite Index has fallen 1.7% year to date, data from Bloomberg shows that the market is remarkably resilient compared to its regional peers in Singapore, Jakarta, Bangkok, Hong Kong and Shanghai. He said all of the mentioned markets have performed worse by dropping anywhere between 3.8% and 17.7% depending on the bourses, largely due to the ongoing global trade war. The government has given a grace period of 1 year to all relevant quarters regarding the new rule implementation whereby all government school students will be required to wear black shoes. The Education Ministry recently announced its decision to implement black school shoes in the 2019 school session. Now, according to Education Minister Dr. Mazli Malik, the period is to allow all students to adjust to the new ruling, namely the students' parents who may be financially burdened if the implementation is done abruptly. And thus, no disciplinary action will be taken against students who do not wear black shoes to school during that period. Dr. Mazli was speaking after a meeting with government agencies at the Simpang Renggam Parliamentary Office. Tabung Haji, or TH, has approved almost 5,000 Hajj by proxy applications this year, the highest recorded since the establishment of TH in 1999. Now, according to TH Director of Operations for Guidance, Tengku Aziz Raja Abdullah, the applications were received by TH through a 3-day open interview which began on 17th of July. Now, Tengku Aziz said that this year, most of the Hajj by proxy applications by Malaysians were handed over to proxies consisting of Saudi Arabia, Thai and Indonesian nationals who are currently living in the Holy Land.
Okey, pebadan ini sebelum kita serahkan kepada mereka, kita sudah interview mereka. Kemudian apabila dia berjaya dalam temuduga tersebut, kita masukkan nama mereka dalam database kita dan mereka insya-Allah akan dibolehkan untuk menerima ibadah haji kita setiap tahun.
He also said that the 4,927 Hajj by proxy applications was an increase of 33% compared to 3,900 applications last year. Now, India has been urged to standardize tourist visa charges amongst ASEAN countries. According to the ASEAN-India Business Council, or AIBC chairman, Dato' Ramesh Kodamal, this would help strengthen bilateral ties between ASEAN and India and at the same time promote tourism. Dato' Ramesh said with the standardization of visa charges, it would open up opportunities for all ASEAN countries to receive tourists from India and vice versa. He also said that ASEAN have been the preferred destinations for honeymoons by Indian tourists, while India is the preferred country for ASEAN tourists to visit, as their many historical spots are recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. The AIBC chairman said this to reporters after attending the 10th edition of the two-day Delhi Dialogue, themed Strengthening India-ASEAN Maritime Cooperation in New Delhi, India. DDX is an annual event that discusses political security as well as economic and social cultural engagement between India and ASEAN. Azim, or JDT, underlined their domestic dominance in the Super League after trashing Kelantan 4-0 last night in front of their home fans at Tan Sri Haji Hassan Yunos Stadium in Larkin. After a goalless first half, the Southern Tigers began to raise the tempo and got the breakthrough on 50 minutes thanks to Fernando Elizari's fortuitous strike from distance, which fooled everyone. That set the tone of the match as they doubled their lead 6 minutes later with Afiq Fazial applying the finishing touch from close range. JDT's third goal came from yet another corner, with Safawi Rasid putting his name on the score sheet in the 79th minute. Johor then won a penalty in the closing stages after S. Gunanlan was fouled by keeper Sharizan Ismail in the box. Captain Safiq Rahim made no mistake from the spot 4 minutes from time as Johor ran out 4-0 winners. The win also means Johor will feature in the group stages of the 2019 AFC Champions League for the first time in their history. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, EC forms enforcement team for Sungai Kandis by-election. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. Until then, I'm Adrian C. Good night. Thanks for watching. Tamil Bulletin is up next. Stay tuned.